Sorry about that. I had to delete that stream because a certain person called me and basically I had to stop. And rizzle. Wobble. Is it me or is it the... I'm using Skynet right now to see who's in chat. Sorry, just getting demonic there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Friday. Welcome to another random stream of stuff featuring Max. For those of you who don't know, if you don't know who Max is a very special person in my life. He provides an important role in the future. If Max do Max, and he makes the right choice, and basically kerfuffles the system, then Max be a Max. For those of you who don't know, Max is my artificial intelligence AI bot. I don't know, I just like to call him Max. You know. So, what's happening? Everything good on Twitch? Evo happened, a bunch of people got the gold and whatnots. People are getting bananaed by mysterious reasons and whatnots. I'm all out of water, but I do fancy a drink right now, so I'm going downstairs and I'm going to get myself a drink. But yeah. So, most of you are pretty much confused of why, my last stream. Like the whole mission which I want to do. Now, let me remind you of my mission, because this stream is pretty much a limited edition stream. If I stream during this mission, it means that I've got some free time on me and spare time to explain to you more. So, as you all know, I moved out my parents' house, which is this house right here, 3 years ago. I moved into a nice bright apartment just a few blocks away from here. And basically, I had the vision, the goal, and the power to get myself a gaming PC, get myself a PS5, and get myself a good sort of equipment, and basically expand on my Twitch, expand on my entire thing. But unfortunately, that failed due to me being unemployed since 2005. Now, the next thing I'm going to say to you is that all of that failed, and I never got it. I never got the gaming PC. I never got the expensive, gaming setup, the Potato Station 7, I call it. I never got any of the kind. I ended up running into money problems and whatnots. I had to sell a few things instead of, gaining a few things, which was bad. Then, 3 years later, on the 7th of February 2021, I moved out. I came back to my parents' house after 3 years of absence. And now I've been here since then. My main goal in this place is to gather up funds, gather up money, gather up all the expenses to prepare me for my next move. Now, at the moment, that's failed because I had to pay back a lot of things, debts and all that. Got in trouble with a bunch of things as well. In the process, my dad's health apparently got very ill. My dad unfortunately suffered a stroke during my absence, which caused him to have a lot of living and health deficiencies, to which, it was a call to me saying, fuck this whole, single life thing, fuck this moving out, go back to your dad and go look after your dad and do the right thing. And here I am, looking after my dad, health-wise and whatnot. The good news is my dad's health is back to normal, good shape. Now, I've been in this place for almost a year and a half, and it's expired now. So it's time for me to move on. So what's going to happen within the next few months, probably a year or two? Money will come in. This is what will happen. Money will come in, and this money will be a pot towards my next house. If it's a good, efficient size of money, I would be able to set up the whole house in accordance and in no problems. Then set up the whole house living wise. Set it up so much so that everything is all good. The next thing I do is I use some of that money to create myself the Potato Station 7 gaming PC, PS5, a bunch of monitors, and streaming upgrade, and the start of my daily streaming. Basically, that's what's supposed to happen, and everything else in between, So that never happened. Tired. That never happened. So therefore, because of that never happening, I've decided to take a break on daily streaming. I've decided to take a break on video game streaming as well. I've decided to take a break on pretty much everything. Just fix my life and grow the pot, Grow the money pot. Now, if in the matter of the next few months, or probably a year, I somehow gather up at least 10 G's, £10,000, this money will be going towards my next house that I'm going to move into. There may be a possibility that the next house that I move into will be a potato house. Will have nothing in it, so therefore costs of getting equipment into the house will be higher, and a delayed thing. Now, I could simply say right now, call it quits and be like, tomorrow I'm deleting my channel, both of them. I'm deleting all my social media until I can fix my life again. I could simply do that, but due to announcements and movie announcements and things like that, keep it going and be the part-time streamer. You know, like the return of not the part-time streamer, the occasional stream, or the hobber, if you ask me. Now that's happening. Now that's happening. Basically, at the moment, I can tell you truthfully that nothing of the kind is happening in my favour. Money issues here where I live, not a single apartment that suits me and everything like that. So basically, I'm on pause now, and thus I don't stream that much often. Let's just say if everything was in my favour, let's just say within the next matter of months I end up grabbing at least £10,000 to £20,000. I move out of my parents' house. I fix my new house. Fix it so much so that everything is all good. The flooring, the lighting, the rooms, everything. Let's just say I even get lucky and I get myself an apartment to which there is a room, good sized room for me to do my gaming stuff. Then that's a possibility. What happens when all that is in my favour? Well, I'm back to daily streaming. I've got my own fancy system. Just chatting streams like this will be a huge difference from later on. I've got more things to play with, you know. I got more things to play with. I got more things to do and play with. Video game streams will be different as well. There'll be 2 computer systems, one recording and one streaming, the whole thing. There'll be many other things like that. Just chatting streams, IRL streams will be different as well. You know, like everything of a kind. And basically, yeah. Living standards will be also changed. Everything in my house, that in the future house, will be of my favour. You know, like the bedroom will be right, the kitchen equipment, everything stocking of food and whatnots will be top notch. I can almost see it just now. Like, I can almost see it just now. I go to my kitchen downstairs. I warm up last night's pizza. I come upstairs. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning. And I decide to do just chatting stream. What am I watching? Watching wrestling. What am I doing? I'm chatting to you. Doing nothing. Chilling. That's the dream, ladies and gentlemen. That's my dream. At the moment, none of that is actually a possibility. All that will be a delay, or will be just a fantasy thought. The more I think about it, the more I just get really, really pissed and stressed. That everything is not in my favour. Now I could simply, I could simply go and do it right now, but the problem is, it's basically not in my favour. Everything would be just not in my favour. So, you know, like, I don't know what to tell you. But know this, every time I think about that future where I can daily stream again, just chatting streams like this will be so much better, in good quality as well. And the Potato Station 7 will be of, well, kind of different. I can seriously think about it. Hey, doing watch parties, doing all sorts of things, being a 24/7 gamer and streamer and whatnot. It's just the coolest thing I can ever think of. Like, yay. Anywho, now you know why. Now you know where I'd be. Where I'd be now, well, I'm currently doing live stuff. I'm currently working on my roleplay storyline. Most people have a confusion about that as well. Basically, way back in 2007, I decided to create my own roleplay storyline. Custom made, no copy pastors, nothing of a kind, and characters too. I like to think myself as the Stan Lee of my own roleplay storyline thing that I'm doing. And basically, yes. And most people get confused. Most people think it's fake. Most people think it's a made up thing that he's doing. Most people do, think so many wrong things. But most people just think all sorts of wrong. But in actual fact, now you might be like, where's the proof, Wanty? Where's the proof? Do you have any papers? Do you have books? Do you have things like that? No. Actually, I basically tell my roleplay storyline as though it's like a video diary kind of thing. Like a guy picks up a laptop, turns on the laptop, puts on the camera, and boom, shoots the video. In the most potato waste potato. And basically, yeah. Like a video diary kind of roleplay storyline thing going on. But yeah. The many characters that I've created, also people get confused as well. They think it's a different account. They think it's all this and that. They think that I'm using this to get out of a banadation and whatnot. Blah blah blah. When in actual fact, I spoke to the board of directors, the people who are moderating this whole storyline thing. Just moderating, they don't call themselves leaders or anything of a kind. And they don't call themselves anything of a kind. They're just moderators. They look at my storyline. Like if they don't like a certain piece, or if they don't like a certain bit of storyline, they say this is wrong. This is what you should do. Advisors, more like. And basically, yeah. It's how it works. Now I am doing a little kerfuffle with the storyline. Most of the storylines that I'm doing are borrowed elements from certain video games. like the Days family, borrowed elements from Resident Evil 7, or like Mr. Monty, borrowed elements from Assassin's Creed. Like, each part of the storyline is like kind of a gap in history. Like, in one certain history he's this, in another one he's this, in another one his family is this, and this is where he is now. So it's kind of like really, really interesting for me to work on. But the whole purpose of my storyline is to make you aware of a supernatural world out there. Make you aware of there are beings out there that have powers, and only I can defeat them. Make you aware of the whole supernatural scene or paranormal activity scene. Make you aware of that this man right here has done it all, and he can physically and mentally fight these demons and paranormal activity, things like that. There will be certain storylines where he visits certain cults, certain people that are not of human kind, supernatural kind. Certain things like that. Like one time, I'll give you a little storyline. One time, I got shot a few times during a bounty mission, and I needed the power of healing, and I did not have anything. So I came across this spooky town, and the people in the town were following a cult. When I arrived in that town, I told them who I am. They instantly recognized me using their powers and everything like that. Kind of like, like recognition. Like, I know this man. He's done a lot for us, and basically, we must respect him. So I arrived at this hospital, and the people that working in the hospital are supernatural and paranormal activity nurses. These are the kind of nurses and paranormal kind of people that can kill a human with just staring at, if you make the wrong move. Now, if you make the wrong move, and basically you're dead. But if you're mean and you tell them that you're a sorcerer, and you know the man in charge, and you're friends with him and everything like that, then you get your services done. So what happened was, well, you guessed it. I got put on an operating table. I got checked up by the nice nurses of the supernatural paranormal kind, and they told me that the bullet wound is right there, they need to remove it. So they use their powers. And in this kind of scene, I like to expand of how they use their powers, how they, things like that. Give you a little teaching of who these people are. Give you a little history background of these demons and paranormal beings. So you know. So you know the whole storyline. But my role in this storyline is that I'm a sorcerer. I have many powers to my name. I'm immortal, by the way, so don't try to shoot me with a bullet if you're a human, because you know what will happen next. The bullet will just pop out of my head, and I'll just go into a rage, and I'll be like, why did you do that? Anyways, I'm also a demon sorcerer. I never was human. You know, like, I was created by a certain being. And, get out the storyline for a little bit. If Marvel or DC Comics ever come up to me and says, we need your storyline, would like to buy it, then I've got two storylines for them. I've got the Marvel side and I've got the DC Comics side. You know, like the origin story. The origin. But if you want to picture me as like a DC Comics character, then it's Lobo. Everything about Lobo. If you want to picture me in the Marvel side, then it's Deadpool, or Doctor Doom, or Galactus. Any of those three. You see Doctor Doom, that's Monty. You see Galactus, that's Monty. You see Deadpool, that's Monty. You see Lobo from DC Comics, that's Monty. Fuck Batman, fuck Superman. And yes, you, by the way, you watching behind the desk. Did you hydrate? Did you drink water? Pause this video now. Pause this stream now. Go to your water source. Grab a drink of water. And stay cool, stay fresh, stay frosty. Otherwise, I can jump out the screen and grab you by the neck and squeeze you like so. Most people don't know my power levels, but in real life I do like to portray my characters like being Mr. Monty, the demon sorcerer. You know, like I want you guys to be like, when you see me in real life, you know you're gonna have either a good day or a bad day. When you see me in real life, I want you to physically and mentally sweat in fear, because I can look deep into your soul. I can look deep into your soul, and I can turn against all the good that you've ever done. Whoops. Turn against all the good that you've ever done. Kind of like a nightmare fuel kind of thing. So you are in a trance, and all you see in your brain is all the things that you've done good, but reverse. They will think that you've done something bad, and therefore you'll go into a trance, and then you'll end up in a coma. Kind of cool power, if you ask me. But if you cross the line, then I will activate Sorcerer Monty mode, and I will basically use all my powers to defeat you in everywhere I can, and I will steal your soul and I'll become powerful again. Oh, and by the way, there are supernatural and paranormal activity in real life. You just gotta pay attention. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a nice stream, and I hope you are aware of my mission. I hope you're aware of my roleplay storyline creating, and I hope you click the like button and subscribe on the YouTube as well, because this stream is going on YouTube. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, and by the way, take care of yourself, otherwise Sorcerer Monty is coming after you.